Hello, all. Welcome to another episode of Thoughts on Education. Today, we are at Silver Oak University and we have with us Professor Sagar Patel. Professor Sagar Patel is Dean of Silver Oak College of Computer Application. Welcome to College Dunia Portal, sir.
Thank you.
So, starting with the Q&A, my first question to you would be, being a faculty of the computer field, what are your roles and responsibilities towards the students?
To be very honest, at Silver Oak University, we believe in one phrase, and that phrase is that a faculty is not only going to change the career and the future of one student, rather he or she is going to change the future of entire family. So, by believing on this phrase, the roles and responsibility even goes even higher. So the first one I believe is that faculty should be a facilitator rather than just being a teacher. I'll give you an example and the differences between the teacher and facilitator. So if I ask you that I want to teach you how to ride a cycle, then if I use chalk and board and if I draw the cycle and I explain all the parts of the cycle, and if I ask you at the last that did you get how to ride a cycle, then the answer would be obviously no. If I even try with a PowerPoint presentation or showing some video, and if I ask you that did you actually get how to ride a cycle, then the answer definitely would be no. The only way we can teach somebody how to ride a cycle is only by giving the cycle and letting them to experience that whether they make a mistake or not. And the role as if I want to teach somebody a cycle, then my role would be just to, running behind with holding a cycle and just to correct as and when they make a mistake. So this is the actual role of a faculty, and that is a facilitator. We should focus more on, to provide an environment where students can, think critically. They can collab, they can be curious, and they can create something. So more or less, the role of the faculty is now bigger than just limited into the classroom teaching.
So, moving further, my next question to you, sir. What are the best practices offered by the department to the students which help them gain necessary skills?
So first of all, we need to understand what skills we are talking about. So generally, there are 12 graduate attributes are required when someone becomes a graduate. So that is like a process, like student gets in, he studies 4 or 3 years of program, and when he comes out, he becomes a graduate. And when we say he's a graduate, he has some certain skills, such as he must have a knowledge of whatever he studied. He must know how to analyze the given problem. He must be knowing how to design a solution for that given problem. He must be able to use various tools and technology. But these are the only technical skills. But to make him or to be a great graduate, we have to give him some certain skills like communication. He should be knowing the environment and society. He should be ethical. He should be team and team player or individual partner. He can be a lifelong learner for rest of his life. So these are the skills we are talking about. And to inculcate these kind of skills in student, first of all we need to design our curriculum in such a way which enforce and require students to work on all these kind of skills which I have talked on. So rather just giving a regular assignment, we need to think on giving some innovative assignments where the group learning should get encouraged, where they are required to communicate with each other. The collaboration should increase. We need to plan such a sessions where the sessions should focus on their critical thinking. They should be able to think on how to solve the problem. They should also be very curious on what they are learning. So these are the best practices, we should have it. And to cover this all kind of the skills which we have just talked about, first we have well designed curriculum at the Silver Rock University. We have well established laboratory and workshops. We are giving opportunity for students to do a research, specifically in a form of the innovative assignments. We have the career development support where they can focus where they want to be after 3 or 4 years. They are also continuously assessed, and the feedback is constantly given to them. So these are the in general best practices we are following at the Silver Rock University.
Moving forward, my next question to you, sir. How do you try to bring in practical approach towards subject and make it industry oriented?
As I said earlier, there are 12 different skills that a graduate must have to be the employee. And out of 4 which I just explained can be covered during the regular teaching and laboratory sessions. But those soft skills which I talked about, those are not going to get inculcated during the regular way of teaching. And for that we are offering a pool of varieties to students such that they can get all whatever they required according to the industry. Among them, that the first one is problem based learning, where the student will be given a problem and he required to analyze, critically think and design a solution. And during that process he is also required to go to the community, talk with the people, so it will enhance the communication skill. They require to identify the problem, so again they require the analysis skill. So more or less the problem based learning is helping them to acquaint with what industry require. Out of that, we also run so many technical clubs which are giving the out of box thinking ability and the hands-on sessions on the ongoing latest technologies. Apart from that, we also provide the internships with the stipend where students be the part of the ecosystem of the industry, and they learn which is not exactly we are able to teach during the theory and practical classrooms.
Moving forward, my next question to you, sir. How does your department prepares your student for job interviews or for higher education?
So first of all, I would proudly love to say that we at the university have dedicated training and placement cell who has dedicated and trained and specialized staff who are always eager and ready to help our students for developing their career after the graduation. So what we strongly believe is, as I have already been mentioned earlier also, that students require to showcase their ability in front of interviewer or to the any other university where they wanna continue their master degree. So for that, soft skill development is very important. So our dedicated team regularly give a training on interpersonal skills, on intrapersonal skills. They also help them to draft their resume. They arrange the mock group discussions. They also arrange the mock interviews. And apart from that, we also arrange workshops and seminars from the industry experts where they explain their requirements, what they are looking into student while they are recruiting them. Apart from that, we believe in experiential learning. So this will open up the whole horizon for students for the and to be industry ready. Apart from that, we are also providing academic advising and career services to the student also.
So my next question to you, sir. Do you have any extracurricular activities or programs to enhance the skills of the students or expose them to the real world challenges?
Yeah, apart from giving an excellent education during lecture and laboratories, we do offer students IEEE chapter. We have AWS Academy, we have Red Hat Academy, which is more or less is a co-curricular activities. Into the extracurricular activities, we have a tech fest, which is a national level, and it is known as a talash. We have a cultural festival where students are showcasing their dance, singing, and other activities skills. That is known as a Zunun. And we also have NCC and NSS activities, and we believes in that the physical fitness also, and for that we have sports festivals, which is every year we are offering to students.
Thank you, sir. Moving forward, my next question would be, how do you tend to establish healthy relations with the student and the fellow faculty?
See, we believe that this falls into the emotional quotient. So the one who have a high emotional quotient, basically he has a good skills in interpersonal communication and intrapersonal communication. So the person who wants to looking forward to work in this this field, he requires the empathy with the students and with the fellow faculty. He should have such an environment he create where people would be very so people would be comfortable to approach him or her. He should be active listener. He should be able to understand what is the need of the person. He also recognize and celebrate the achievements of students and faculty at every point.
My last question to you, sir. What valuable advice would you like to give to the students for them to have a prosperous career ahead?
Oh, that's a really interesting question. And I have an interesting answer as well. See, basically I believe that every human being is 100% intelligent. But normally people consider logical abilities only as an intelligent parameter. But that's wrong. The one can be the intelligent at observation skill. One can be intelligent at imagination. One can be intelligent at talking to people. One can be intelligent talking to himself. And one can be intelligent with their hands. And one can be intelligent with they know how to use their body better, like a sportsman. So I believe that everybody is 100% intelligent. So my message to you student is, first you introspect and identify what intelligence you possess naturally and choose your career accordingly. Because if you know your abilities, if you know your intelligence, where you can work, then definitely while you are going to study those or you are going to take up those courses, for you it would be the very easy task. So that's the first. And the second one is, if you want to get the gold medal in Olympic, definitely you are going to join any academy and going to spend practicing 3 to 4 or 5 hours. But will it really give a guarantee that you get a gold? No. If you really want to get the gold, you need to learn from the academy and you also need to practice at home. And I mean, the 24/7 you have to practice. So in the same way, when you are at the so the second advice is that, let's assume you want to get a gold in Olympic, then what you would do? You would join the base academy. You would spend 4 or 5 hours in the academy. You would learn the techniques from the experts, and you are going every day also, and you are paying an attention what your trainer is teaching you, and you are practicing at the academy. Then is it a guarantee you would get a gold? The answer is no. Whatever you learn, you have to practice at your home. And I suggest that you have to indulge into whatever you have learned during that academy. So then it becomes a guarantee that you can get a gold. So it exactly implies over here, you learn from the any institution, but you have to practice every day by yourself, and you need to be curious on the things which we cannot cover only on in those teaching hours. So these are my two advices to you. Good luck and welcome to university.
Thank you for sharing such a valuable advice, sir. It would surely help the students to get a prosperous career ahead. Thank you for giving your time to College Junior, sir.